Supply. Got it? Next. Patanjali Institute provides commercial coaching service to Mr. Raj by charging rupees 32,000. This is supply of services by Patanjali Institute. This is supply of service. See, commercial coaching is a supply of service by Patanjali Institute to Raj, and the transaction shall attract levy of GST. Here, Patanjali Institute is a supplier of service, and Mr. Raj is recipient of service. So this is the concept of supplier and recipient and the activity of supply. Okay. Next. Now friends, there is one another concept in GST. It is known as interstate and intrastate supply. Let me define first of all, what is interstate supply? Can any one of you elaborate? Have you got any idea about interstate supply?
One state to another state.
Between two states.
Yes, excellent, excellent. Where supplier is in state A and recipient is in state B, then it is interstate supply. It's not actual definition, but this is a basic definition we can derive. So if supplier and recipient both are in a different state, then the supply is interstate supply. Can you tell me, friends, on interstate supply, which tax is being levied? Have you got any idea?
IGST.
Yes, Renuka, very good. It's IGST. It is integrated goods and service tax. Whereas there is one another supply known as intrastate supply. Okay. On intrastate supply, when it is intrastate, when supplier and recipient both are in a same state, similar state. Say if supplier is in Mumbai and recipient is in Pune, then it is intrastate. But if supplier is in Mumbai and recipient is in Rajkot or Ahmedabad, then it is interstate. As you rightly answered that on interstate supply, there is IGST. On intrastate supply, there is a levy of CGST and SGST at equal rates. Okay. So, if rate of CGST is 9%, then equal 9% SGST shall be levied. And so actual rate of GST will be 18%. If it is interstate supply, there will be 18% of IGST which will be levied. IGST is nothing but the total of CGST and SGST. That's why it is called integrated. Integration of CGST and SGST. So it will be called IGST. Fair enough. So now let's have one example in a quick way. Jyoti CNC Limited, Rajkot, makes sale of CNC machine to Lakshmi Machine Tools, Coimbatore. Now friends, Rajkot is in Gujarat and Coimbatore is in Tamil Nadu. So can we say it is interstate supply? Okay. So Jyoti CNC Limited, Rajkot, makes sale of CNC machine to Lakshmi Machine Tools, Coimbatore for rupees 20 lakhs. Now here supplier is Jyoti CNC Rajkot. That is Gujarat. Recipient is Lakshmi Machine Tools, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. This is interstate supply, which will attract integrated goods and service tax, which is popularly known as IGST. Let us assume that the rate of GST for CNC machine is 18%. Then Jyoti CNC shall raise invoice of 23.6 lakhs. Friends, koi rite jo invoice banse, please check karo. Please check this. 20 lakhs price of CNC machine plus rupees 3.6 lakhs IGST directly. On 20 lakhs, 18% IGST rate shall be applied. So 3.6 lakhs IGST. And so invoice will be of 23.6 lakhs. Jyoti CNC shall collect 23.6 lakhs from Lakshmi Machine Tools and shall deposit IGST of 3.6 lakhs to the government account. Friends, are you getting why it is indirect tax? Here, do let me know who is finally bearing the burden of tax from out of his own pocket. It's Lakshmi Machine Tools, Coimbatore, which is finally bearing the burden of tax. But who is paying the tax to the credit of government? That is Jyoti CNC, Rajkot, which is paying the tax to the credit of government. So Lakshmi Machine Tools Coimbatore indirectly pays GST to government through Jyoti CNC. So it is indirect tax. Here Jyoti CNC is a supplier. Supplier shall collect value of supply. Here value of supply is price of machine, that is 20 lakhs. So supplier shall collect value of supply plus GST. That is 3.6 lakhs from the recipient. So supplier shall collect total 20 lakhs plus 3.6 lakhs GST, total 23.6 lakhs from recipient, and then supplier shall deposit 3.6 lakhs GST to the credit of government. So that's why here supplier is coming forward, collecting value, that is price of machine plus GST from recipient, and then supplier himself credits this GST element to government. That's why in GST, this way of collecting GST and paying it to the credit of government known as forward charge mechanism. Supplier comes forward, collects price of machine plus GST on machine from recipient, and then supplier goes to government and deposits the tax. So it is called forward charge mechanism in GST. Are you getting, friends? Are you getting the gist of the whole discussion?
Yes.
Good, chalo. Next, and this is interstate supply, okay? Now the next is intrastate supply. As I already told you, if supplier and recipient both are within Maharashtra, then it is intrastate supply. If supplier and recipient both are within Uttar Pradesh, then it is also intrastate supply. But if supplier is in Uttar Pradesh and recipient is in Maharashtra, it is interstate supply, as you all know. So let us now have example of intrastate. Jyoti CNC Rajkot makes sale of CNC machine to Balaji Wafers Rajkot for rupees 20 lakhs. Now here supplier is Jyoti CNC Rajkot. Recipient is Balaji Wafers Limited Rajkot. Both are in Gujarat. So this is intrastate supply, which will attract, now this will not attract IGST. This will attract CGST plus SGST, Central Goods and Service Tax plus State Goods and Service Tax in equal proportion, in equal manner. So let us assume that the rate of GST for CNC machine is overall 18%. Then Jyoti CNC shall raise invoice like this. See, 20 lakhs is a price of machine plus 9% CGST. So it comes to 1.8 lakhs CGST plus 9% SGST. So it comes to 1.8 lakhs SGST on Balaji Wafers. So Jyoti CNC shall collect total 23.6 lakhs from Balaji Wafers and it shall deposit CGST and SGST of 3.6 lakhs to the government account. This is also forward charge mechanism, because here also Jyoti CNC comes forward and collects price of machine of 20 lakhs plus CGST of 1,80,000 plus SGST of 1,80,000 from the recipient Balaji Wafer, and then Jyoti CNC itself deposits the tax elements to the credit of government. So this is popularly known as forward charge mechanism in GST. One another example. Understand. Pan Agri Export, Surat, makes supply of fertilizers valuing rupees 30 lakhs to Patel Agro Seeds, Rajkot. Rate of GST for fertilizers is 12%. Show the invoice which will be raised by Pan Agri Export on Patel Agro Seeds. Friends, can anyone want to give answer means of this? Any one of you would like to answer this particular practical situation? How the invoice shall take place? 30 lakhs is the price of goods. That is what we call in GST terminology value of supply. And there is a 12% GST rate. Totality. In totality, 12% rate is there. Now, do let me know very first of all at the outset, is it intrastate or interstate supply? One is in Surat, Gujarat. Supplier is in Surat, Gujarat. Recipient is in Rajkot, Gujarat.
Same state.
Same state, yes, Pranjal, very good. It is in same state. So it is basically
Intrastate.
intrastate supply. Then which tax shall be levied? IGST shall be levied at 12% or CGST and SGST both shall be equally levied at 6%.
CGST and SGST.
CGST and
Yes.
SGST.
Both shall be levied at 6%. Very good. So value of supply is 30 lakhs. See. So how the invoice shall take place? 30 lakhs is the price or value plus 6% CGST, that is 1,80,000 plus 6% SGST, that is also 1,80,000. And so total invoice value will be of 33,60,000. Analyze, see. This is the answer. Value of supply, that is price of goods excluding GST, 30 lakhs plus CGST at the rate 6% of 30 lakhs, 180 plus SGST at the rate 6% of 30 lakh, 180. And so the total invoice value would be 33,60,000. Here Pan Agri Export is supplier of goods, whereas Patel Agro Seeds is recipient of goods. Pan Agri Export shall recover 33,60,000 from Patel Agro Seeds and it will deposit CGST of 180 and SGST of 180 to the respective government accounts. It will retain rupees 30 lakhs, that is price of goods supplied with it. So CGST of 180 and SGST of 180 will be, yes friends, now please focus on this. As far as supplier is concerned, supplier is named as here Pan Agri Export, okay? And recipient is Patel Agro Seeds. So for supplier, CGST of 180 and SGST of 180 will be called output tax. For supplier, it is outward supply. Outward means sell, outward supply. And the tax collected by supplier is called output tax. And for the purchaser, that is recipient, Pan Agri Export, it is input tax. It is inward supply. Okay. For recipient, it is inward supply. It will come within the factory. So it is inward supply. And the tax paid while purchasing goods is called input tax. Okay. One another example. Pan Agri Export Surat makes supply of seeds valuing rupees 20 lakhs to Torrent Power Ahmedabad. Rate of CGST for seeds is 9%. So the invoice which will be raised by Pan Agri Exports on Torrent Power. Hello friends. Can you solve this particular? Would you like to have any opinion on this on your own? Hello, Ishika, Pranjal, Mahesh.
So 9% can be divided into two parts.
No. Please analyze. 9% is only CGST, right, beta? 9%.
There is another
CGST.
tax contested. Yes, GST 9%. CGST plus SGST is total 18% tax will be collected.
Yes. Whenever only CGST is given, then you will have to equally add SGST because this is intrastate supply. See, both are in the same state. Okay. So the invoice will be like 20 lakhs plus 9% CGST. So it comes to 1,80,000 and plus 9% SGST. So another 180. So total invoice value would be of 23 lakhs.
23 lakhs.
Yeah. Now, who is supplier here? Supplier is
Pan Agri Export Surat.
Pan
Yes.
Agri Exports.
Pan Agri Export is supplier and recipient is
Torrent Power Ahmedabad.
Torrent Power. Very good. Friends, for Pan Agri, this is called outward supply. Please note this. For Pan Agri Export, this is outward supply. As the goods will come, goods will go out from his factory. From its factory, rather. Goods will go out from its factory. So it is called outward supply. For Torrent Power, goods will come into its factory. And so it is inward supply. Now here, who will collect tax from the recipient?
Pan Agri Exports.
Pan
Agri,
Agri Exports.
yes, excellent. Pan Agri Export shall collect tax from the recipient and it will be output tax for Pan Agri Export. Dear friends, please note, it will be called output tax for Pan Agri Export. And it will deposit the tax to the credit of government. So Pan Agri Export will collect 20 lakhs price of seeds plus 3,60,000 tax element, and then it will deposit rupees 3,60,000 to the credit of government. For Pan Agri, this is called output tax. But then for Torrent Power, friends, for Torrent Power, will it be called output tax or input tax?
It will call input tax.
Input
Yes.
tax.
Friends, for Torrent Power, it is input tax because this is purchase of Torrent Power. And so it is inward supply for Torrent Power. And so it will be called input tax. Excellent job. So, yes. So I think I have just solved that particular case. And now it's only the formal answer. Next, Patel Brass Works Rajkot makes supply of brass parts valuing rupees 50 lakhs to Cadila Pharma Pune. Rate of GST for brass part is 18%. So the invoice which will be raised by Patel Brass Works, that is PBW on Cadila. Now, first of all, do let me know this is which type of supply, intrastate, interstate.
Inter.
Yes, it is inter because supplier is in Gujarat and recipient is in Maharashtra. And so it is interstate supply. Which tax shall be levied on this?
IGST.
Yes, very good. IGST shall be levied. And at which rate? At 9 plus 9 separate or at in
9 plus 9 separate.
separate?
No, only 18%.
Only
IGST.
18. Is IGST, so it's integrated. Integrated means mixed, coordinated. So 9 plus 9, 18. Exactly
Sir,
18.
IGST means
Awesome. Yes.
mixed, then 9 plus 9 is perfect, no?
If it would have been intrastate, there would have been 9 plus 9. As it is interstate, a combined rate will be applied at 18%. See. Okay. If here the supplier would have been in Maharashtra and recipient would also have been in Maharashtra, it would have been an intrastate supply. Then there would have been 9 plus 9 levy. But here both are in separate state. So there is interstate, and on interstate, it is integrated goods and service tax rate. Integrated means a total of CGST and SGST. And so we will apply 18% rate in an integrated manner. And so it will be 50 lakhs plus 18% of 50 lakhs. There is IGST of 9 lakhs. And so the total invoice value will be of 59 lakhs. Pranjal, is it okay? Fine now? Are you getting properly?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now analyze, see friends. Here for Patel Brass Work, it is which type of supply?
Output supply.
Yes,
Output supply.
outward supply, okay? It is outward supply. And the tax collected by supplier and deposited to government is called output tax. Okay? So the tax on outward supply is known as output tax. Fine? Fair enough? Then for Cadila Pharma Pune, is this which type of supply?
Inward supply.
Inward supply.
Yes, and the tax paid by Cadila Pharma Pune to Patel Brass Work is known as?
Input tax.
Input
Yes.
tax.
Here Cadila Pharma Pune will pay price plus tax to supplier Patel Brass Work, and supplier Patel Brass Work will pay tax element to government. So finally the tax is being borne by Cadila Pharma, but it is indirectly paid through Patel Brass, and that's why it is indirect tax once again. Do you know about input tax credit? You know, here Cadila Pharma, do you have any idea about input tax credit? Have you studied about it? Yes or no?
Yes, in GST is called as also GSTR 2A.
Okay. Oh, you know, the recipient, that is the recipient of inward supply, gets input tax credit of the input tax paid by it. I'll cover this particular point also in this lecture after this. So I think all of you are now pretty clear about the basic examples, that who happens to be supplier, who is recipient, what is outward supply, what is inward supply, what is output tax, what is input tax, what is interstate supply, and what is intrastate supply. I think these concepts are now clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, friends, there is one collection mechanism in GST, which is, there are two types of particular collection mechanisms which are in place in the GST regime. One is forward charge basis and the another is reverse charge basis. I think all of you have got the idea of forward charge basis. That means supplier comes forward and collects price of goods plus tax from recipient, and then after collecting price plus tax, supplier deposits tax to the credit of government is called forward charge. Here government will ask supplier to come on and pay tax. Government will give notices to supplier that why you did not pay tax for few period, for few months, and that's why the ultimate responsibility of paying tax to the credit of government in forward charge basis will be of supplier. Till now, whatever we have seen, you know, we have seen 4 or 5 examples, and all the examples were actually focusing on forward charge basis. All of you are pretty clear about forward charge, friends.
Sir, please give more example.
Okay, I can give you one another example. Now, friends, this is the example, the last example that we have seen. Once again, it's of forward charge basis. Patel Brass Works Rajkot makes supply of brass parts valuing 50 lakhs to Cadila Pharma, Pune. Rate of GST for brass part is 18%. So the invoice which will be raised here, Patel Brass Work is a supplier, Cadila Pharma, Pune is a recipient. Value of supply, that is price of goods, is 50 lakhs. And rate of GST is 18%. Analyze. This is the invoice. Value of supply, price of goods excluding GST, that is 50 lakhs. Plus IGST, as it is interstate supply, there is IGST of 18% of 50 lakhs. So it's 9 lakhs. So total invoice value comes to 59 lakhs. Now analyze. See, here Patel Brass Work is a supplier of goods, whereas Cadila is recipient. Patel Brass Work made outward supply, Cadila procured inward supply. Now analyze on this particular point and focus on this. Patel Brass Work shall recover what, friends? Only price 50 lakhs or only GST 9 lakhs or total 50 plus 9 lakhs? 59 lakhs. चलो क्यों? Means आप बताइए. Patel Brass Work shall recover 59 lakhs. Not only price, but also GST element. So Patel Brass Work is a supplier. Supplier will come forward and he will collect price 50 lakhs plus GST element 9 lakhs. Total 59 lakhs from recipient, and then supplier will deposit this money to government account. So supplier will come forward, will collect price plus GST from recipient and then deposit GST element to government, and that's why it is called forward charge mechanism. A mechanism in which supplier will be responsible to deposit tax to the credit of government. A mechanism in which government shall always ask supplier that, hey, why you did not pay tax or why tax payment on your part is pending. That is forward charge. Ultimate responsibility of payment of tax to the credit of government here lies on supplier. So this is forward charge. Supplier आगे आएगा, रेसिपिएंट के पास से प्राइस और जीएसटी दोनों कलेक्ट करेगा और फिर जीएसटी एलिमेंट वो गवर्नमेंट के अकाउंट में क्रेडिट करवा देगा. तो हियर सप्लायर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू कम फॉरवर्ड, कलेक्ट प्राइस प्लस GST element and then credit it to the government account. So it is forward charge mechanism. Is it fine?
Yes.
Are you getting now properly?
Yes.
Okay. Friends, in 90% cases in GST, there is a forward charge mechanism. 90%. There are very exceptional cases. Now, can you predict in reverse charge who is responsible to credit GST to the government account? In forward charge, it's a responsibility of supplier always to credit GST to the government account. Now, there are only two parties, supplier and recipient. In reverse charge, who happens to be responsible to credit GST to the government account?
Recipient.
Yes, excellent. Recipient. Recipient. Here, and for to that extent, understand, to that extent, the tax will be called direct tax, because here recipient will have to directly deposit tax to the government account. These are, I tell you, exceptional cases. Exceptional cases. These are not regular and routine case. Okay, in regular and routine case, it's a responsibility of the supplier to deposit tax to the government account after collecting it from the recipient. But in exceptional case, it's a responsibility of the recipient. And so it is called reverse charge. See, this is the example. Let me give you one basic example of reverse charge. First of all, friends, do let me know if supplier is in foreign country. Okay, supplier of service or goods. Supplier of goods. Now, do let me know one thing. Do you have any idea about customs duty? Please remember, import of goods. Import of goods is covered under Customs Act. So, exactly GST acts are not applicable to import of goods. GST is being levied on import of goods, but that is under Customs Act. We are here covering in GST import of services. Now, let us have quick idea about import of service. If we import service, supplier lies in foreign country. Supplier is in foreign country, in foreign land. Recipient is in India. Friends, do let me know. Can we compel the foreigner to deposit Indian tax with Indian government? Can we ask him, the supplier, even if you are residing in foreign country, you are liable to pay tax over here. Register yourself in India and pay tax in India. Can we impose the burden of tax on foreigner in any way?
No.
If that fellow will not obey, if that fellow will not comply our tax mechanism, can we issue any penal proceedings or can we issue any warrant? And will he be bound? The answer is plainly no. It is very difficult to charge that fellow under any particular violation of any act. And so government has cleverly shifted in this case the burden of tax on recipient. See, while recipient make payment, understand now, while recipient makes payment of price to supplier and GST directly to government, then it's called reverse charge basis. That means recipient pays price to supplier and recipient himself shall pay GST to government. It is reverse charge mechanism or reverse charge basis. Let's have one example. Imperial Hospitality Private Limited, IHPL, avails architectural services from Canada-based architect Bert Hill. Now let me tell you, this Imperial Hospitality Private Limited is a very famous hotel chain of India. So it is having headquarters in India, Mumbai, India. Imperial Hospitality Private Limited avails architectural service from Canada-based architect Mr. Bert Hill by paying consultancy fees of rupees 50 lakhs. Then what? IHPL shall pay. Now understand, architect is situated in Canada. And recipient of service, Imperial Hospitality Private Limited, is situated in India. Okay. Then IHPL shall pay consultancy fee of 50 lakhs to architect Bert Hill. And IHPL itself shall pay 9 lakhs, that is GST element, directly to government. Are you analyzing this? Please note that here supplier of service is non-resident. And as a result, recipient shall pay GST to the credit of government account. This is an exceptional case, and as a result, it is known as reverse charge basis. Friends, do let me know, are you getting this? Can we compel Mr. Bert Hill to pay tax in India? And even if he doesn't comply, can we take any legal action against him in Canada? It's very difficult. It's impossible rather. And so what government did? Government has cleverly shifted the burden of payment of tax in such cases on recipient. Recipient shall pay price of supply to supplier, and recipient himself shall pay particularly the tax element to government. So this is called reverse charge mechanism or reverse charge basis. Is it fine with one example? Are you getting? Friends, here, can you give one answer? Like here, if the architect, instead of Bert Hill, the architect is India-based, Mr. Batley Boy, a very famous architect, Mumbai-based architect Batley Boy. And if the Imperial Hospitality Private Limited is in Gujarat and availed architectural service from Mumbai-based architect Batley Boy, then what would have been the situation? Then there would have been reverse charge or forward charge?
Forward.
Forward charge. Yeah, that's true. Because both are in India. And so if the supplier architect is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and recipient IHPL is in, say, Gujarat, then there would have been forward charge and there would have been levy of IGST. But who will deposit tax to the credit of government? Mr. Batley Boy. That is architect. See,
Yes.
I have that situation also. If Imperial Hospitality Private Limited Rajkot avails architectural service from Mumbai-based architect Mr. Batley Boy by paying consultancy fees of 50 lakhs, here Mr. Batley Boy shall raise invoice in the following manner. Fees for architectural design 50 lakhs, add IGST as supplier is in Mumbai, recipient is in Gujarat, it's an interstate supply. So add IGST at the rate 18% of 50 lakhs, that is 9 lakhs. And so total invoice value of 59 lakhs. So Mr. Batley Boy shall collect rupees 59 lakhs from IHPL and he will deposit IGST of rupees 9 lakhs to government accounts. Here GST shall be payable to government on forward charge basis. So this is forward charge. See, in the same situation. First of all, we have taken reverse charge and then forward charge. Okay. Now, friend, I have made another tactical situation giving the holistic idea. Let's have one or two example only, then we'll conclude because time is not permitting us. Ma'am, can I take 10 minutes only extra? Yeah. Okay. See, there is another example. Jyoti CNC Rajkot bought 10-ton steel from JSW Ahmedabad for rupees 50 lakhs plus GST. It made CNC machine from it and sold the CNC machine to Pan Agro Surat for rupees 1 crore. Calculate the net GST payable in cash by Jyoti CNC if the rate of GST is 18%. Now understand, see. It's a trip. There are actually two transactions. Number one is Jyoti CNC purchased steel, then transformed it into CNC machine and then sold it. So in first case, Jyoti CNC is a procurer of inward supply. Then it transforms and manufactures from steel to CNC machine, and then it is actually the supplier of outward supply. And we are here analyzing the case in totality. So I think first of all, kindly note down this thing. Once again, Jyoti CNC Rajkot bought 10-ton steel from JSW Ahmedabad for 50 lakhs plus whatever GST. it made CNC machine from it and sold the CNC machine to Pan Agro Surat. Now see, all the transactions are intrastates. Purchase is also intrastate and sale is also intrastate. Inward supply is also intrastate and outward supply is also intrastate. But then what is the net GST payable in cash that we are supposed to analyze? Okay, friends. So have you noted the question particularly and properly? So take a look over question. Is it fine?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now see how it is being proceeded now. Invoice received by Jyoti CNC from the steel manufacturer. Price of 10 ton of steel is 50 lakhs. As it is intrastate transaction, 9% CGST and 9% SGST. So it's 4.5 lakh CGST, 4.5 lakh SGST. So total 59 lakhs is the invoice value. Here Jyoti CNC paid total 59 lakhs to JSW, the steel manufacturer, which included rupees 9 lakhs as a tax. This will be treated as input tax for Jyoti. Jyoti CNC shall be entitled to claim credit of this input tax paid. It is technically known as input tax credit. Friends, here आपने देखा कि Jyoti CNC actually paid rupees 59 lakhs to JSW. Out of 59 lakhs, 50 lakhs is attributable to price of steel, but 9 lakhs is a GST element that Jyoti CNC paid to JSW, and JSW will pay it to the credit of government. So 9 lakhs that Jyoti CNC paid to JSW is input tax, and Jyoti CNC shall be entitled to claim credit of this input tax. That's why it is called input tax credit, ITC, under GST regime. So first point, friends, do let me know. Is it fine? Is it clear properly? Satish, Umakant, Saurabh, Vaishnavi, Tanya, Priyanka, please do let me know. Dhyanesh, Dhanshri, Suvarna, is it okay? Omkar, Rohan, Rupali, Atul, Abhishek, please. First step, are you getting properly? Nishi, चलो बताइए आप लोग तो थोड़ा मजा आएगा.
Yes, sir.
Step 1 is clear, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now let us go ahead and now the next step, once again, see, analyze the question. Jyoti CNC Rajkot purchased 10 ton of steel from JSW Ahmedabad for 50 lakhs. And as we have seen, Jyoti CNC paid 50 lakhs plus 9 lakhs tax to JSW. Here 9 lakhs is, that is 4.5 lakh CGST and 4.5 lakh SGST is known as input tax. And the credit which Jyoti CNC availed is called input tax credit. It made CNC machine from it and sold the CNC machine. Now see, CNC machine is being sold, friends, analyze. To Pan Agro for 1 CR. Now can you tell me, friends, as Jyoti CNC makes a sale of this CNC machine to Pan Agro Surat, will it be intrastate or interstate transaction?
Intrastate.
It is also intrastate and it will charge 1 crore, that is price of machine, plus 9 lakh CGST and 9 lakh SGST. Okay. So can we say that Jyoti CNC shall have to deposit 18 lakhs tax to the credit of government after collecting it from the buyer Pan Agro? Can we say Jyoti CNC is liable to pay tax of rupees 18 lakhs, that is 9 lakh CGST and 9 lakh SGST to the credit of government?
Yes.
But friends, analyze, here the actual thing comes into picture, that while Jyoti CNC will be paying 9 lakh CGST, 9 lakh SGST to the credit of government, it will be able to utilize the tax which Jyoti CNC paid while purchasing steel, that is 4.5 lakh CGST, 4.5 lakh SGST as an credit. Okay. And so Jyoti CNC will be finally paying 9 lakh CGST minus 4.5 lakh input tax credit. So finally paying 4.5 lakh only in cash from out of pocket. That is the gist. And that's why the GST is called value added tax. Chalo, analyze one thing, friends. What is the value of steel which Jyoti CNC bought from JSW Ahmedabad? Value of steel.
50 lakhs.
50 lakhs. And what is the value of CNC machine? It's sold to Pan Agro Surat.
1 crore.
1 crore. Can you point out one thing, that what is the value addition which Jyoti CNC made in the steel? What is
50 lakh.
value addition? What is the magnitude of value addition which Jyoti CNC made on the steel? It bought steel worth rupees 50 lakhs and then it converted the steel into CNC machine and sold it for 1 crore. So what is the Jyoti's value addition? What is
50 lakhs
50 lakhs.
added. 50 lakhs to be added.
Excellent, 50 lakhs. So actually Jyoti should pay only tax on 50 lakhs from out of his own pocket in cash. In cash, understand? Because it is value added tax. GST is value added tax. So here Jyoti paid the first step. Now understand once again. While purchasing steel, Jyoti paid rupees 4.5 lakh CGST and 4.5 lakh SGST to JSW. And that is input tax. And Jyoti will be able to take credit of this input tax. That's why it is called input tax credit. Now, calculation of ITC. See, this is ITC, input tax credit to be claimed by Jyoti CNC on purchase of steel from JSW. CGST 4.5 lakh, SGST 4.5 lakh. So total ITC available with Jyoti CNC comes to 4.5 lakh each. CGST as well as SGST. Now understand, this is the outward supply of Jyoti. Invoice raised by Jyoti on Pan Agro while selling CNC machine. Out of steel, Jyoti CNC has converted it into CNC machine and price of CNC machine comes to 1 CR, 1 crore, on which Jyoti will collect 9% CGST and 9% SGST. So 9 lakhs each. And total invoice value which will be collected by Jyoti from the buyer Pan Agro would be 1 crore 18 lakhs. Now see, Jyoti will collect this 1 crore 18 lakhs and will go to deposit this 18 lakhs to the government account. Understand? Here Jyoti CNC shall recover 1 crore 18 lakhs from Pan Agro and it shall retain 1 crore being the price of machine and it shall have to pay output tax of rupees 18 lakhs. But while paying output tax of rupees 18 lakhs, it shall be entitled to claim ITC of rupees 9 lakhs. Hence, it shall be required to pay only rupees 9 lakhs in cash. See, Jyoti को कितना टैक्स भरना है अपना, जो उसने सेल किया उसका 18 lakhs. बट जब ज्योति वो 18 lakhs टैक्स भरने जाएगी, तब उसने जो परचेज किया था स्टील, उस पे उसने जो 9 lakhs का टैक्स JSW अहमदाबाद को दिया था, उसकी उनको क्रेडिट मिल जाएगी. So 18 lakhs is the output tax minus 9 lakhs is input tax credit, which can be claimed by Jyoti CNC. So out of pocket in cash, Jyoti shall pay only rupees 9 lakhs, and that is the tax on the value addition made by Jyoti to the extent of 50 lakhs. So now gross GST payable by Jyoti is 9 plus 9. Gross GST means without considering ITC. GST payable because of supply of CNC machine to Pan Agro 9 lakh CGST, 9 lakh SGST. And net GST payable in cash comes to this way. Gross GST payable 9 lakh CGST, 9 lakh SGST, less ITC available 4.5 lakh CGST, 4.5 lakh SGST. And so net GST payable in cash comes to 4.5 lakh each. This is actually the concept of ITC, which is applicable and which is very popular and which is very important even for higher studies. So is it fine, friends? Are you getting the whole idea, or should I repeat once again?
No.
So here there is one more concept which we could learn today, and that is of input tax credit, availment of ITC, and then its utilization. Now here we can modify these situations. Here there was an intrastate purchase and intrastate supply. That means our inward supply was also intrastate and outward supply was also intrastate. Then we can change this situation and accordingly we can analyze the question. And but the concept of ITC shall always remain same. Okay. Then friends, I have tried to cover some more examples, but we are already running short of time. So let me give you one or two another short concepts. One more thing, friends, which we all should know, that currently on petroleum product there is no GST. It doesn't mean that petroleum products are exempt or not taxable. On petroleum product there is central excise duty and value added tax or central sales tax. But GST, levy of GST is not there on petroleum product. There is a gap. See, remember, on alcoholic liquor also there is no GST, but Indian Constitution has not imposed any GST on alcoholic liquor. Whereas on petroleum product, constitutional levy of GST is there. But section 9, which is a charging section of GST, CGST specifically, has not as of now imposed any GST on petroleum products. But if government wants to levy GST on petroleum product, then after getting recommendation from GST Council, it can simply amend the CGST Act and they can simply impose the tax. They don't need constitutional amendment to levy GST on petroleum products. So as of now on petroleum product, there is no levy of GST. There are two things which are called non-taxable supplies under GST. Okay. Number one is alcoholic liquor for human consumption, and number two is petroleum products. Okay. On petroleum product and alcoholic liquor, there is no GST. On alcoholic liquor, there is state excise and state VAT. And on petroleum product, there is central excise and state VAT. Okay. Alcoholic liquor is another creature. It's a long history. But in short, I can tell you that on alcoholic liquor, all the taxes are being collected by the state governments. So it is state excise and then state VAT at the time of sale. At the time of manufacture of alcoholic liquor, there is state excise, and then sale of alcoholic liquor will attract state VAT. Whereas on petroleum product, manufacture will attract central excise and sale will attract state VAT. I think most of the concept in nutshell I have tried to cover. There are few more concepts. I cannot resist myself, but time is a constraint, friends. So I'll just share this presentation and we'll also ask ma'am that if you have got any queries, then kindly pass it on to me. I'll solve all those. So I hope, friends, all of you have got it properly. There were only 2-3 students who are actually replying and giving me feedback, but I hope that all of you have got it properly and understood everything. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Pranjal.
सर जो रूल आपने बताए वही सेम रूल इनकम टैक्स की एग्जाम में एप्लीकेबल होते हैं ना?
यस, उसमें भी होते हैं। इनकम टैक्स में जो मींस कौन सा रूल आप बता रही है मुझे?
सर जैसे कि परसेंटेज है, सीजीएसटी, एसजीएसटी और आईजीएसटी वाइज है।
नहीं, इनकम टैक्स में थोड़ा अलग होता है। इनकम टैक्स में पहले तो आपको ये तय करना होता है कि जो कंसर्न है, जो टैक्स पेयर है, उसका स्टेटस क्या है, वेदर इट इज इंडिविजुअल, इट इज पार्टनरशिप फॉर्म, इट इज कंपनी और इट इज अ चैरिटेबल ट्रस्ट. Okay, you first of all need to determine the type of assessing. Then you will have to determine the type of income, that which income he earned. is it income under salary or house property or profit and gains or capital gains or other sources? And accordingly, then the tax liability shall be finally settled and determined. In GST, everything is uniform to a great extent. Even if you are individual, even if you are partnership firm, company, sole proprietorship, trust, you will have to pay GST at a same rate, because GST is indirect tax and it is regressive in nature. Whereas income tax is a direct tax which is in India progressive in nature. Income tax rate changes slab wise if you are individual. See, it is progressive. If you are company and partnership, you are liable to pay tax at maximum marginal rate because you are a larger concern. So income tax is progressive, GST is regressive. I can give you one example only how we can say GST is regressive. Understand? If you go to, if say for example Mukesh Ambani goes to Mukesh Ambani goes to any shop and purchases goods, he will have to pay say 18% GST. If we go to same shop and purchase goods, we will also have to pay 18% GST. There will not be any change. Are you getting? It is regressive. Even if a beggar goes to that shop and purchase the same goods, he will also pay 18% GST. So GST is progressive, is regressive, sorry, whereas income tax is progressive. The whole pattern of levy of income tax is altogether different, than GST. Okay, we cannot compare it from any angle. Fair enough. The only thing that provision of TDS and TCS are there in income tax as well as in GST, and have some similar base, but otherwise altogether both are different. So any more question, friends, please? Any more question from your side?
No, sir, because I'm going for income tax exam. That's why
Okay.
I just
Okay,
want to ask if
Income tax, beta, first of all, you need to determine the type of SSC, see, then type of income, and then you can determine the tax liability. Determine the type of SSC, be it individual, company, partnership firm, trust, HUF. There is one another category in income tax, HUF, Hindu Undivided Family. Determine the type of SSC, then determine the type of income, that be it salary income, be it house property, be it capital gain, profit and gains from business and profession, or be it income from other sources. And then you can go and determine the total income, gross total income. Then apply all the deductions. And then you can finally determine the tax by applying the applicable tax rate. Okay.
okay,
In
thank you, sir.
GST, the taxability is very simple as compared to income tax. Yes. Yeah. Any more questions?
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. It's a really wonderful session, and all students enjoyed the session because you elaborate each and every concept very well with examples. So I hope
Yes.
students will help in their exams, how to solve it, how to think about it, because GST is a very vast subject. And
Yes.
if we need to understand, so we require practice for that.
Yes.
So thank you so much, sir. And I hope all students understood each and every concept. Whatever
Yes.
you share your knowledge, your thoughts, and absolutely you just give us your precious time in your busy schedule, because from last year, I just thought, sir, please take the session, and that time you give me an opportunity to take this. It's a really wonderful, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And at the outset, I also want to thank Satish sir, Silpa madam, and Harsali madam specifically, because he was behind me that you take one lecture. As she rightly pointed out, that GST is very wide subject, and it's very difficult. What we call gagar mein sagar jaisa hai, within 1 hour. But if I'll get opportunity in future, I'll go elaborate some more points of this particular portion. At the end, I'm thankful to the management of Matrix Institute for giving me this opportunity, wonderful opportunity, and interacting with very enthusiastic students.
Thank you,
So,
sir.
yes.
Students, would you like to ask any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay then. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Okay. Fine, fine. Good day. Goodbye to all of you. Aujo.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
Students.
My pleasure, friends.
Students, I request you all, I'll share the feedback form on your chat box. Please fill it. Okay. Have a good day, sir.
Okay, fine, fine.
Because it's a very vast subject.